said about 86, you don't have to worry as much about getting ripped off. It's not like I'm trying to get it, you know.
But it is the chariot of the gods, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Here's Custer Street. That's cool. It's a park where kids can play. We are in a so-called bad section of town, but there are many people in Detroit trying to make good things happen. And, you know.
And you're one of those people.
Oh, I'm trying.
With music.
Well, if we can put some kind of beauty on the planet in some kind of way, that's a cool thing, you know. If I can bring some cold coffee and cigarettes, you know, I'm okay, you know.
Do you have any plans for a new CD?
Well, maybe in the future get something out there, but basically I'm just, the only stuff I want recorded now is stuff that's live and in the moment, because stuff in the studio is typically it's real sterile, whoever plays it most of the time. You need that live quality. There's a sense of realness to it, and that's part of the blues, the mistakes, imperfections, the art of the moment, kind of like Kerouac. Try to be like Kerouac doing the poetry. Plumbing supplies, you never know when you need those. I just see the plumbing supply place. That's breathtaking, isn't it?
Sure is, man.
Oh yeah.
This is a beautiful neighborhood.
But there is, you know, and it is a beautiful neighborhood. There's a lot of history, a lot of wonderful people, and it's just hopefully it all runs off the street. People work with each other, and a lot of beautiful people. Just the art of survival down here in a lot of places is a success, you know, to do that. And, okay, we'll hit hold up the copyright cruising the Hamtramck. See what's going on.
Now, Hamtramck was a scene for a while, wasn't it? It had a vibe.
Yeah, Hamtramck always had a great vibe about it. I always looked at it like it was part of Detroit. That shit kind of looked like Johnny Yard Dog Jones in her own way. Like she'd be a sister. Yard Dog was a really good blues man out of Detroit, which I had the good fortune to jam with and stuff. And always wanted to, you know, play with Johnny Jones a lot. He was a great harmonica player. These kids are probably in the game. But why shouldn't I let them cross the street first? No reason why not. Everybody's too much of a damn hurry, you know. Like I said, I cruise to Detroit here and there. I'm not bad, you know, but I used to play in Detroit all the time. So I'm not trying to present like I'm some bad dude hanging out in the ghetto all day. I'm not, but for about 20 years I would play blues and, you know, bars on 12th Street and stuff, and man, it was amazing. I was doing it as a student and just someone trying to hang around the great bluesmen to learn my craft. And I was blessed, you know. Like Little Roy Cunningham on 12th Street, you have these parties and stuff. You know, we'd have these rehearsals in his backyard all the time. Everybody from the neighborhood would be hanging out there, and it was great. Well, he would barbecue stuff. I remember my buddy Joe Acuff, and we'd hang out there. I got on Joe's nerves one day. I wanted to crack him up. I love making him laugh. He started eating out of his plate just to get a reaction. I cracked him up, and I enjoyed that. Joe actually was a good blues man. He was underappreciated. He actually had played with John Lee Hooker before John Lee got the notoriety in Split Town. He said, Joe, will you go out to California with me? Joe said, John Lee, I'd love to do that, but I got kids in school and I got that job. I think it was Ford or Chrysler. And so we did Split Town. And after that, John Lee Hooker became very famous. And Joe would tell me stories about Bobo and hung out with him a little bit. So, you know, how exciting is that, you know?
Right. So, where do you see the Detroit blues scene heading?
I don't know. Could be
You're taking us,
you know,
where it's been, showing us where it's at, but where is it going to?
I guess it's just if more of us come out and start playing the guitar and people dig it, then stuff could happen, you know. It's hard to predict, you know. It's maybe got lost in the strip mall kind of pop music mentality of the planet. I don't know, but it's a great music if people give it a chance, you know.
That's great, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so this chick I'm seeing, or somebody asked me, he said, well, why you quit smoking? I said, you're assuming I want to be on the planet. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
The arrogance of wanting to quit smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to look like that.
No.
This reminds me of a little bar called, Tom, what was it called? There was a bar where Uncle Jesse did a gig on Monday nights. Thomas Patrick's, a short-lived bar. Well, yeah, we're cruising in Hamtramck. The Attic Bar will try to, it's one of the biggest Polish communities on the planet. Pope even visited here. I told people he sat in with my band that he was a really good bass player. I don't know why people didn't believe me, you know. He had that really cool vehicle.
The Pope Mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I used to play at Lily's and Hamtramck Pub, and you never knew what old bluesman would come in on a given night at the Attic. And, you know, Eddie Kirkland was real cool.
Didn't the Butler twins live there?
Butler twins lived behind the Attic. Johnny Yard Dog Jones. They were great old bluesmen who were, you know, keeping the art alive. And yeah, but the Attic it really was the home. People said the soup kitchen was the home of the blues for international people, maybe, but for the guys in Detroit, the Attic was the place. And almost like Buddy Guy's Bar Legends, the same kind of vibe. Kingston Mines in Chicago, where I've sat in before, you know. The guy sitting with Charles Love in Chicago, the first time I was here, I was 30, and somebody lent me a Strat. I was in the friggin' La La Land. So I see a picture of the Rolling Stones. I said, wow, I get to sit playing the same stage as the Rolling Stones played on, which is exciting.
Joseph Campo.
I'm going to be safe rather than sorry, because I can sneak by. Yeah, very Polish next door. Chick from Cheryl was Polish. She was a great cook. I didn't like her meatloaf, though. She said, what's wrong with my meatloaf? I said, I don't like it. She said, well, my boys like it. I said, yeah, your boys have been brainwashed. And she thought it was all good. And then a month later, she called me up and told her dog ate the meatloaf, threw it up, and looked at her like she was trying to, you know, kill him. I said, see, I was right. Not that I wanted to be right. You know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, my cousin. But yeah, all kinds of stuff in Hamtramck for I'd say 50, at least 15 years. It was a happening bar. And I would put on, you know, different things here, you know, different multi-band things. I have tickets printed up so everybody can make some money. But it was a lot of fun. We got to hang out, part of that art form, and hang out with the Swords, all the old great bluesmen, you know. And
Would you say the blues is timeless?
yeah,
The timeless genre?
yeah. It's, like I say, it's overlooked. It's just that old music some old black guys played who were out of work. A lot of people think, but if they listen to it, they say, my God, there's a genius, there's a live quality. Actually, the rappers dig blues more than people think. They have more of an open mind than anybody. You know, I did a gig in St. Andrews, and rappers dug my music, you know, and I thought that was cool. There's a definite relationship in it. Because that's art of the moment, too.
Yeah, let's talk about being in the moment for a minute.
Okay, can we talk about it in a moment, though?
Sure, why not
Okay,
procrastinate?
We're in Hamtramck. Can you see the sunlight? It's gorgeous. There's an old Campo Tower Hamburgers, which I'm sure one time was called White Tower. Some of the old hamburger joints in Detroit used to be those old kind of, I forget what you call them, those mobile homes. That living was trailer, but they're really cool. There's something old school and really kind of cool about that. You hear the sound, the wonderful sound of the muffler approaching. Let's see if the attic's still there. So many nights I was here, James. It was amazing.
Yeah, a lot of history down here.
Okay, that looks like they gave it a new name. That was the Senate. Okay. Salinas Sports Bar. That's the old attic bar. Salinas Sports Bar. Nothing wrong with sports. They got golf on TV, but like I said, that's what happened. You know, let's erase history because let's forget our heritage and the roots of American music. It's a sacrilege. I'm going to do a turnaround here.
And isn't doing a turnaround also part of playing the blues? You have the turnaround at the end of
turnaround.
So we're kind of reinforcing the metaphor of the blues here in our journey.
Yeah, there's a cop there. Hopefully I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't make any illegal left turns. Yeah. Got insurance on the vehicle. That used to be a regular schmuck, like I said. Of course, they see some white boys and brother, filming. They might think I got drugs, but really I'm just chain smoking, drinking coffee. I've never done anything wrong, that. But yeah, the attic bar was actually, there was a sacredness about it.
Would you like to
a lot of great Detroit bluesmen like James Glass was just such a great artist and still around. Or Rob Knoll or Uncle Jesse White or any of the greats around town. It was awesome. It's a sports bar now, and that used to be the Senate, which was a cool little bar. And they wiped that out too. That's a bummer.
Would you like to give the viewers some account of your biography? Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where you've been,
grew up in Detroit. 1951, grew up in Detroit. Lived in Oak Park till I was 8. Lived around 7 in Illinois. Went to Mumford. People heard about Mumford, and Eddie Murphy. The thing that was cool about the 60s is everybody got along. It wasn't about color. We just all dug each other. Junior high, when we played baseball, wasn't about what color you were. You hit the ball and catch, and you were cool. We didn't think about color. And it really was here in Detroit, which is awesome. I think in general, everybody is working with each other. I remember when I used to play with Little Willie on 12th Street. This friend of mine came to tell me, in the riots, bummer because you could buy a lot of. Money was funny. You could turn something into one of the pawnbrokers. Get something to eat that day when the riot hit, change. But of course, like I've told my good buddy Randy, I said, it's not about why the riot happened, but why did it take so long?
Yeah.
How long were, the brothers supposed to be victims of economic genocide and, white cops, trying to rule your streets, treat you like you're garbage.
Right.
But after a while, you get a little pissed off, Well, I guess we can head back to woodworking. What do you think? Is that cool?
Yeah. Like I said, you're a guide today.
Yeah, like I said, there's some, the beauty about Detroit, there's some beautiful places in the Renaissance Center, and if we all work together, man, we can make some good stuff happen, just they spread the wealth, the government just ought to give everybody money instead of all the banks money, and, now they want to raise it 30% on credit cards. Just give the money to the people. It's a big deal.
Mine, yours, theirs, ours.
Yeah.
It all goes back to the same source anyway.
Well, yeah. And see, it's neat, the spirit of the blues. If you go to a blues gig, you barely see any fights and stuff because it's got a great spiritual quality of togetherness about it. Like some other kinds of music that fights break out and stuff. Some feel spiritual and beautiful about it.
getting up there, you got to take care of her being an 86 and all.
Yeah. Let's see. We're on Oakland. Okay, I'll copyright. What that? I'll do it. Should I do a turn around and take us to Soup Kitchen slow?
Yeah, if you feel like it. Maybe,
Okay, we'll head down there.
maybe they still got some remnants there, unlike
we'll
Hastings
see it
Street,
then.
where you don't even know what street you're on.
Yeah, yeah. In my mind, I would hope that if the street signs were taken as by some bluesmen who wanted for historical value, but it really was, I guess.
The Highway Commission.
Yeah, I remember Clarence and Curtis were telling me they had a chess records office in that Hastings Street area, which is awesome because